Hi, hello. So, for today's video, I started a series where I drew the planets as like humans, sorta, and now I'm going to be doing Venus because I only did Mercury, I think. No, yes, that's the planet. I did the planet closest to the sun. I probably sound really stupid, but I also have a little story for this video because I thought it would be really funny, because it's still really funny to me right now. I also don't have much to say for this video, and I want to talk for the whole time, or for most of the time. Okay, so first for the art, I was having a bit of a moment with my like drawing where like my everything I drew looked funky, so this kind of like it looked funky, but then I was able to like break out of it. Like the under sketch is fine. Looking back, her waist is kind of a little too like small for her body, but only a little bit. Like you couldn't notice unless I pointed it out. I also used my beloved rainbow pencil. I knew two things, which were one, I wanted to reference like the birth of Venus, because I know that's a famous painting of Venus. Yeah, I just knew the name of the painting and vaguely what it looked like, so I looked up some references. I really liked the hair and kind of the pose, so I recreated it. I also decided, I forget if it is Greek gods. I'm pretty sure it's Greek gods, or if it's Roman gods, I'm not too sure. But I remember hearing online that most of the, I think it's Greek gods, were darker skinned because oh yeah, it is Greek gods. Because on Mount Olympus, they'd be closer to the sun, so they'd have a tan and they would be darker skinned. I wanted to have that too, because I thought that was just like, whoa, Nina, I never really thought about it like that. It blew my mind a little bit. I also wanted to, when I looked at Venus, I looked at pictures of Venus, it looked like a lava ball, like a ball of like lava, and I wanted to like recreate that. I did add cracks in the skin, but then I completely forgot about it when I was doing it later, and I don't want to go back, and I feel really stupid, but I kept the energy with her hair because I made her hair glow like lava. I also put her hair in the ponytail like in the birth of Venus, and I made it as a similar hairstyle with a little bit of the way I draw hair pizzazz. I'm trying to think of things to say other than it, because I kind of just chilled and did this. The swimsuit, when I first looked up Venus clothing, this brand came up, and I think they're like a swimsuit brand, and I picked one of the swimsuits on there, and I was like, oh, that one's cute, and so I just picked it, because Venus is kind of like, I know she's like love and beauty, so like swimsuit, I don't know, that's also fireball, hot, you know, sun, that's why I picked the swimsuit. I also didn't know what kind of clothing to give her, so this was like the best of both worlds. I also added little hearts to her eyes because of the god, like, love sort of thing, which I actually really like this drawing. I skipped the flat colors because that is really boring, but as you can see with the colors, I made her darker skinned. I added like I made her hair look more like a fireball, and I gave her what's it called? Oops, hit my mic. I made her swimsuit red because I didn't want it to be like a bright yellow or an orange. I wanted it to be like a warm color, but I didn't want it to like take away. I didn't want it to be like distracting compared to the hair, because that's kind of what I was like harping on for this design, is the hair, because I wanted the hair to kind of resemble what the planet looked like, and like look like it's kind of like enveloping her. That's what I meant earlier when I said a little bit of me pizzazz, is I like to draw big fluffy hair, and I wanted the hair to look like it was enveloping her, kind of like Starfire's hair. I realized it halfway through drawing this that I literally I almost drew Starfire, so yeah, I probably kind of did draw Starfire, but you know what, I didn't notice it until I was almost done, so It's fine. Okay, that's all I have to really say about this drawing, other than I did forget to add the lava cracks to her skin, but this is kind of more of an as human series, so I think it's okay for me to forget that. But I did make the hair glow at the end, you'll see that. I thought that was neat. Okay, now to the stupid story, because I really want to tell people this. So I'm in a game design class. I mentioned it in one of my videos because I said I might make a video if I ever actually make a prototype in the game and I'm like having to design things. That video might be coming out real soon. But depending on how the prototype goes, we started our unit in Unity because most of it was just coding. And I was just coding, you know, living my life, minding my own business. And then we got, bam, here's a project for you have to talk about your favorite video game and why you like it so much. And my dorky, beautiful self did Doki Doki Literature Club. And then I found out you could present it for extra credit. I'm making 100. I just wanted the extra credit because I like, in that class, I like to overachieve a little bit. Because it's like, I've never made straight 100 in a class before, and I wanted to be better. I don't know. But I did it, and the first thing that happened when I walked up on stage and the teacher pulled it up, I was scared because I knew what game I did, right? And I walk up and there's like 5 boys who are like, oh no, and everyone's like, yes. I then proceeded, I talked about the mechanics of the game, and I got a lot of questions, which is pretty cool. I know most people knew about the game already, but like, yeah, that was the most embarrassing moment of my life because I basically went in front of 30 people and was like, look at how much of a nerd I am. I also exposed myself for drawing a bunch of fan art. I hope, and because you had to talk about the art and the music in the game, and I talked about the art, and I was talking about the art, and then I was like, yeah, as an artist, I really appreciate the detail in the character stills, which I really do. I have a whole video talking about that, you know? And one kid was like, have you drawn fan art? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, which character have you drawn the most fan art of? And I was like, Yuri. I don't think you know how that moment is gonna live in that's a core memory. Like, you know, like you're never gonna get past that. I'm gonna think about that. I thought about that for the past 3 days while going to sleep, and I just thought it was really funny. I exposed myself as being a nerd in front of, about 30 people. Now I just pray that whatever the video game, when we do our prototype, we don't have to presentate what we're going to do the prototype about, because I really don't want to do that. Like a lot. But yeah, this is the drawing of Venus. I really like this. It got me out of my little, kind of like, the best way to describe it would be my art block funk that I had for a couple days. And I really like the hair and how it's glowing and that it resembles the planet. I don't have really much to say other than that, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh wait, also thank you for listening to my stupid story. Bye.